Hunger is real and it's happening and it's ravaging the Horn of Africa, particularly Somalia, destroying lives and livelihoods. And Somalia is the most impacted country. I have seen the way mothers are making horrifying decisions. They are skipping meals to feed the youngsters. I have seen this mother who has 7 kids. When she wanted to speak with us, she was absolutely unable to speak with us. She was hungry, she did not eat, and she did not have anything to feed her kids for that particular day. We have asked her how she's coping, and sadly, her story was really very heartbreaking to see the way the kids they suffer. She said, I cook boiling water with stones, and then the kids will think there's a food coming. And today I don't even have water to cook. The human face, that was one I actually made face to face, and it was really very devastating, particularly when you are a mother and you know there's a child out there crying because that child is hungry, and there's a desperate mother who is unable to feed. Yeah, it is very heartbreaking, and that was the moment when it really hit me so hard. Yeah. And to me, I have this particular story of 2 girls who are the same age, same situation, different regions in Somalia. One is Samira, who is just 4 years old, with her mother. The rest of her family left Samira with her mother because she was weak to keep up with the move. Samira sits on her mother's lap. She was so weak. Her eyes were sunken, her cheeks were hollow, her bones were bruised, and her skin was so pale and wrinkled. She could not even cry. But because of the hard-working humanitarian team, like our team, she was rescued. She was taken to hospital where they provide stabilization for the children who are malnutrited. On the other side, we have Oba, who is 4 years old, with the same symptoms with Samira. But Oba did not make it. She died in an IDP. She did not get an immediate response, timely response, and she was absolutely unable to be saved because of her situation. And that gives us the path ahead of us, and the path that we need to choose. Or we just watch the situation the way it happened to Oba, who lost her life, or we take the path that saved the life of Samira. So those 2 girls' stories also a reflection of how women are bearing the brunt of the crisis because of the pre-existing and emerging gender inequality, which requires our intention and attention. And if you look at the in Samira's mother, is that exactly what women are doing? They are making sacrifices. Samira's mother chose to stay with her daughter, to either die with her or to survive with her. So when you look at those situations, you see how women and girls are bearing the brunt of the situation. They feel powerless, and at the same time, they feel helpless because they internalize the gender inequality that perpetuated for the submission and being the second citizen or the second person or the second priority of the family. So they internalize. Sometimes they don't question, but deep down in their heart, when you speak with them, they feel powerless. And that's very sad for them, that they don't have a choice, they don't have a voice, and they cannot do anything about, but also to go with what the culture and the norms also dictates to them, and if they speak up, especially for food, it is such a big shame for a girl to speak about food or to want food first or to ask food. And sometimes even for those who have food, They don't even eat in front of people. They eat like somewhere that's hidden. So it has been, food has been subject, when it comes to women, has been a subject for them not eating much, not eating in front of people. And for them to speak about it, it brings only shame to them. They call hungry way, so which means the greedy one. For me, I went through a lot of experience similar the situation of girls in Somalia they go through, whether it is early marriage, FGM, exclusion from education. But one thing has been consistent with me was the rejection of me to accept those given parameters. Even when I was a child, I was survivor of FGM, and as a young girl, you're not allowed to go through that, to charm or to play as a normal child or to claim places. So I would literally go up claim in the trees. And even if it is food, I will ask for me to be the first. And still that case is with me when we go to field, when we go to places, when we go with the officials. It is cultural that men are fed first, and then when they finish their food, they jump on the transport that you were with them. So women mostly end up not eating, especially when they go to the field. And I've been always resistant and say no, rebellious on that. No, I want to eat with the man. And sometimes women will send another woman from their kitchen or where they are cooking food and ask me, please come here. And I say, I don't want to eat the remains. I don't want to eat the leftovers. I want to eat first and with them. So for me, that push to wait has never been experienced for me. But I know, and I have seen even the girls who are around me, even my own sister, she will never eat until she's given. She will never ask unless she's given. So imagine, and even today, she is a doctor, a gynecologist, and she'll eat last. When she feeds all her family, she will eat. So it is a culture that has been here for many years, and women, they internalized. But for me, to wait, yes, it has never been the thing. It's the community resilience. As a community, sharing the resource, whatever they have. That's really something that's commendable for people to share whatever they have. And that solidarity in those situations has been something that they are very known, especially for Somali people, to share what they have. On the other side, we have seen also girls, the way they are so aspirational. They have a vision, they have dreams, and regardless those situations, when you speak with them, it is really amazing to tap into the girl that is trapped inside. The way she is so aspiring, the way she is so strong, the way she wants is full of life. And they will say, when the drought is gone, we will go back to school, we will become teachers, we will teach girls like us, we will teach poor people who are not able to send their kids to school. So not only for themselves, but the vision for they have for the other poor and vulnerable people is really amazing, something that we need to also invest and work with them. And there was this day, this girl, she came to me and she said, you know, I want to work for aid agencies, just like you. And I said, yes, you can, because I've been once an IDP, just like you, who've been carrying 25 little chirican on my back, and I'm working for them. So you can be. So their aspiration is really very strong, and something that we need to work on and tap into and bring that out. And also on the way they are so expert, the solution of their situation. They will give you ideas what to do. They will give you want to bring water. For instance, if you ask them when would be the best timing for you to get water, they will tell you before the school started. So we will do that chores and collect the water for the family and able to attend the school. But if you are bringing water in the middle of the day, a time that we have been in school, either we are chancing for our family not to get water, or we stay that day. So they are so expert in their situations, and the way they're so strong about telling that stories is amazing. Somalia is on the brink of a humanitarian catastrophe today, and we have a very small window of opportunity to affect that. And the cost of our inaction will be significant and devastating in terms of the monitoring side of it. If everybody we respond timely today, will save another 2 billion. So the timeliness of our response is absolutely critical. We should not wait people to drop dead and then we start responding to the crisis. Girls are suffering. They are dropping out of school, which is impacting them in the long term. It will create a vicious circle of poverty, exclusion, vulnerability, and inequality. And our timeliness response today, it makes such a difference, and it can save lives today. And in 2011, it was just in 1 decade ago now, Somalia lost more than a quarter of million of people. The majority of them, they were children under 5, and the world said never again. So what we need today for the international community to honor that commitment and respond now. We should not wait people to die. We have the chance to save